This is the case of how meticulous detective work and one neighbor's thermal camera helped bring a killer to justice. This is Hold My Sweet Tea. Hey y'all, this is Holly.
And I'm Pearl, with no updates today.
Woo, no updates. What?
I know, so
On
weird.
your long episode last week.
I know, crazy, huh?
But it was a good episode. I
was
loved
like,
it.
I talk too much.
That's okay. Sometimes we need to get these things out. So
yeah, I got it out all right.
Got it all out. It's good to know updates, especially if you're listening to all of our episodes. And we know that you're listening to all of our episodes.
Yes.
So therefore.
And some grand news, since we've been telling everyone to tell everyone else to follow us on YouTube.
Yes.
We have 85 subscribers now, so we're up 5.
Good
Still
deal.
need 15 more to hit that 100. So keep asking people to do it.
And our downloads have increased
a lot.
So, and we thank you very much.
Yep. We're so happy. Makes it feel worth it.
Absolutely.
Nothing like paying to entertain other people.
Not to entertain you.
But at least there's other people being entertained.
Yes, absolutely. But it gives us a little outlet to talk about things. And why not talk about things and record it? Hello.
So everyone can hear what I think.
Yes.
We're pushing our opinions all day. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
We try to stick to all the facts.
Yes, but there's a few, in my opinion, things in there.
It happens. We're human.
Well, today we're going to Austin, Texas. Not really, but
it's hot.
In story.
Hot and dry. I mean, maybe it's not hot right now. I don't know.
Maybe not, because it feels lovely this week.
Yeah, I got up this morning, looked at the weather app, and I'm like, 44!
Sweatshirt weather. Love it. We don't get this often, so we relish in it.
I'm sure Austin doesn't get it often either.
Nope.
So.
Nope.
So what's happening in Austin? Or what happened?
So today's episode is about a 2014 murder of Kathy Blair. She was a choir director and a beloved member of the Austin, Texas community. So her death was really a shock to her friends, her students, and neighbors. And it led investigators into a web of burglary, deception, and violence that connected her death to another double homicide in the same neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Kathy Blair was 53 years old and lived in a quiet neighborhood in Northwest Austin. She was a lifelong music lover, choir director at the First Presbyterian Church.
I went to a Presbyterian church before.
Did you?
Yeah, we had that conversation where I like to visit all the different religions. Yeah, I went there.
You're like, let's check out the Presbyterians.
I actually went there for a few months,
to
be honest, but yeah.
Well, she was a choir director there and a voice teacher at the Austin Academy of Music. So friends described her as kind, creative, and deeply spiritual. Someone who uplifted others with music and compassion. So she wasn't just like, oh, she was a great person. Like she really had an impact on people's lives and her students' lives. She lived alone in a modest one-story home surrounded by oak trees. Her son, who often checked on her, I'm like, she's 53. Does she need checking on? But I guess so. She's a single
You never
mother.
can be too safe. Check on your mamas.
Check on your mamas. He had spoken to her the night before her death. Nothing seemed unusual. But the next afternoon, December 6, 2014, her son arrived to find a nightmare. He had discovered her body inside the home. Her throat had been slashed, and she had been stabbed several times.
Did he check on her every day?
I don't think he, phone conversation-wise, but he had spoke to her, and then he had gone by the house to, maybe they were supposed to do something that day.
Yeah.
So he had, popped by the house, and then he found her, dead, which is awful.
Yeah, nobody wants to find their relative that way.
Especially your mama.
Not your mama, not your daughter, not your son. No.
Yeah, nothing. Police noted that there was evidence of a struggle. Furniture was overturned. Jewelry boxes pulled out. Drawers open. It looked at first like a burglary gone wrong, but detectives quickly realized it was far more deliberate. So somebody
came here with
she
purpose.
Knew, possibly. Yeah. So Austin homicide detectives and crime scene investigators worked carefully through the small home. They documented signs of forced entry, missing jewelry, small traces of blood where the suspect might have injured himself. It's always a himself because, women aren't going to go in and kill somebody.
That's what they assume.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could happen.
It is. I just watched the Elaine Mornos documentary, and I was like, whew.
She was something.
She's a little off her rocker, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
The autopsy revealed that Kathy was attacked while asleep.
Oh, no.
And killed by multiple stab wounds to the neck. The brutality suggested rage or panic rather than burglary. So, whoever did it went in and killed her before they
stole stuff.
Immediately. So, one of the first major breaks in the case came from a neighbor who was testing a thermal imaging camera at night. He was like, I'm going to set this up, see what kind of stuff it picks up, because he was going to go put it out in the woods to get deer and things like that. So he set it up in his yard.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it was facing
the street
or toward her
house,
residence and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a little creepy neighbor guy.
Right. I'm sure he didn't point it straight at her house.
Pick up your own heat signature, sir. No, but I guess it's a good thing.
It's a good thing because I don't think they would have ever.
Yeah.
They did have some blood, but I don't think they would have had the evidence that they came up with. But, like I said, it was a coincidence that would later become pivotal evidence. The infrared recording made just after 1 a.m. showed a vehicle stopping near Kathy's home and a person walking toward her home and then leaving sometime later. So now they had a time frame of when it happened. They canvassed the neighborhood and recovered the surveillance footage or other surveillance footage from people's, homes, license plate data showing a dark colored vehicle. So the camera couldn't pick up what kind of vehicle it was, but from the outline of the grill and everything and how the lights were positioned, they could tell what kind of vehicle it was with the thermal image. So they were like, okay, this is, and it's within this year because, each car has a different look to it. Mm-hmm. So they could figure out what kind of make and model and all that stuff was. So this dark colored vehicle was later linked to Timothy Parlin, a local handyman with a criminal history of burglary and jewelry theft. Why would you burglarize and jewelry thieve and kill somebody when you already had a record
for burglarizing and jewelry thieving.
Right.
I don't know.
Inside Kathy's home, they also found a partial shoe print on the floor. I like when they find the shoe prints. I'm like, look at that.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
But my thing is like, how often do they discard the shoes and they're never found? Like,
Yeah.
so many people wear the same Converse
Yeah.
or whatever.
And they also found a fingerprint that later matched none of the other household members, like anybody that had come in, her son, her, anybody, any friends or family
Anybody
or anything
known.
like. Right.
Yeah.
DNA samples were also collected from the doorknob, the light switch, and other surfaces, plus the little bit of blood they found. So just 9 days later, on December 15th, 2014, police responded to another grisly discovery. Sidney Sheldon, 85, and Billy Sheldon, 83, were found dead in their home only a few miles from Kathy Blair's. The elderly couple had been stabbed and beaten, and their house showed the same pattern of like ransacked drawers and missing jewelry. Detectives immediately suspected a connection.
Mm-hmm.
The proximity, the jewelry thefts, the nature of the killings, the wounds, all that stuff. So they were like, okay, so now we've got...
It's the same.
It's the same. I think we got a killer on the loose.
I don't think anybody, like if my kids are coming to check on me when I'm older and I'm just like not home and I feel like it's still going to look like there are signs of a struggle.
You're like, did she clean this week or was it signs of a struggle?
My ADHD.
Right. Piles of stuff here and there. You're like, oh, I forgot to put that away.
Right. Partially cleaned up stuff.
Right.
Disheveled something else.
Yeah. So investigators soon discovered that Timothy Parlin had previously done landscaping and maintenance work at both homes.
Oh my gosh.
This man is dumb. Like, but also...
Keep leaving all the links to yourself. Good job.
Right.
Good job.
So the coincidences, obviously, drew their focus squarely on him. So when detectives interviewed Parlin, they learned he had recently been working odd jobs with a man named Sean. I'm going to say his last name once, and then we're just going to go with the beginning hyphenated part of it. It's Gant Banalzakar.
Okay.
So we're just going to say Sean Gant because
Gant's easier.
Gant.
Gant's
He was a 30-year-old former high school science teacher with no prior criminal record. So Walter White and Jesse, I don't...
Right.
They're not meth, they're burglarizing.
They're robbing and stealing jewelry and murdering people. Sweet.
They're still Breaking Bad.
Right.
So Parlin initially denied any involvement, but when pressed, he implicated Gant, claiming Sean Gant had been the one who entered Kathy Blair's home. He was just going along with it. Sure, bruh. Sure.
What do you do? Wait outside?
Police began tracking both men's movement. Cell phone records placed Gant's phone near Blair's house in the early morning hours of December 6th. Forensic analysis compared the thermal video silhouette of Gant's height, his gait, his clothing, finding a plausible match. So they could tell by the way he walked.
Similar.
Very similar. Then came the physical evidence. A small amount of Kathy Blair's blood was found inside of Parlin's car. So was on him.
Was Parlin driving? He was a getaway
driver. On the passenger seat and the console, like, they found this blood. So I think it was just, of course, you're slashing somebody. You're going to get blood spatter, especially in the neck. There's an artery there. So the state argued that this proved that the killer after the attack had entered Parlin's vehicle still covered in blood, like I said. When investigators interviewed Gant, he gave inconsistent statements. Eventually, during a recorded session, he said the words prosecutors would later play for the jury. He said, "She woke up. She lunged at me. It was a struggle. I stabbed her in the neck."
Nice.
Unquote. He quickly recanted that statement.
Of course he did. I went, oops. I'm kidding. I mean.
Right. Claiming he had been coerced by the police and they had misled him into believing they already had evidence against him. Bruh.
Well, they do.
They do. You can't recant that. You just confessed.
That's it. I love how people think things can be unsaid. There's no delete.
No. There's no.
It's out there.
No, like.
Congratulations.
Cut. Nothing. You can't do it.
That's not what I meant. There's nothing confusing about that statement.
So he insisted that Parlin was the true killer and that he only helped with repairs at the home previously. Still, the recorded confession, cell phone data, and DNA traces became the backbone of the case. So now we go to trial. In 2018, Gant went to trial in Travis County for the capital murder of Kathy Blair. The prosecution presented thermal camera video showing a man approaching and leaving Blair's home at the time of the murder, cell phone location data, which was Gant's phone near the scene, blood evidence found in Parlin's vehicle, matching shoe impressions found at the crime scene, so he still had the shoes.
Hey.
His own recorded admission, which he described stabbing the victim.
And exactly where.
Right, in the neck, because how would they know? Prosecutors argued that Parlin planned the burglary and Gant carried it out, like making both equally guilty under Texas capital murder statute.
So basically, Parlin and Gant co-conspired to just rob these people. Right. But Gant took it upon himself.
She woke up, so he's like,
to red rummer.
Right.
Okay. I'm just clarifying for myself.
Right.
That I understand that the murder lies solely on homeboy.
But
Gant. Maybe.
The murder, yes, but under Texas's capital murder statute, they were both equally guilty.
Yeah, because he was there.
So the defense challenged the confession, him giving the information, claiming detectives used psychological pressure and failed to issue a proper Miranda warning.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I don't think, a defense attorney, yes, I get that they want to prove their person innocent.
It's their job.
If they're innocent and it's their job. But when you know that somebody did something, my morals and I could not sit there.
That's the thing, is if you don't properly defend them, regardless of whether you know they did it or not, then they have another way out, because then they can appeal whatever decision based on ineffective counsel.
Yes.
My defense attorney didn't actually defend me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't have a choice.
Yeah. So defense attorneys have it hard, for real. So they're going to come up with all kinds of stuff and make up all kinds of things. Well, not make up, but they're like, oh, it was psychological coercion and all of this stuff. They also pointed out that no fingerprints of Gant were definitively matched to the scene, and that the confession lacked specific details only the killer would know.
Okay.
After days of testimony, the jury found him guilty of capital murder. Because the state did not seek the death penalty, he received a life sentence without the possibility of parole. His appeals, including a 2020 review before the Texas Third Court of Appeals, were all denied. The appellate court ruled that his confession was legally admissible and that the circumstantial evidence supported the conviction. And they're going to use psychological means and things. The way they question you, they're your friend at first. They'll bring in a second person, good cop, bad cop. They're going to use all these tactics because
people lie.
People lie. They will sit there and straight lie in your face. So therefore, they're going to use these tactics to get things out. They're going to go next door to the other guy and say, so he just ratted you out fully. Do you want to go ahead and tell me your part of the story? Even though he didn't rat you out. They can coerce.
Yeah, you never really know, because maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Right. So I've watched a bajillion, of these interrogations and stuff. And it's just like.
Now, there are some that I'm sitting there and I go, oh, you shouldn't have done that, sir. And it's mainly just like, I feel like it's important to do what you need to do to get them to say it, but never do you tell them what was committed and then go, is that what you did? And have them say yes to you. No. Don't do that. No. It is a lot of psychological stuff going on. Like, it's hard because it's like there's a line. Don't cross it. Don't cross it.
Nope.
Crush it.
Crush it.
Don't crush it.
Well, and then meanwhile,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Timothy Parlin faced a separate trial.
Okay.
Prosecutors charged him not only with Kathy Blair's murder, but also with the murders of Sidney and Billy Sheldon. Evidence showed that Parlin's DNA was found on items inside the Sheldon's home. So homeboy did that one.
Oh, so they split it.
Yeah. And pawn shop records, I'm like, the dumbness of this. Just the dumbness. Records linked him to jewelry stolen from both homes. Bro, you just said platter evidence, I'm guilty. Like, people are just, they just baffle me. I don't know. We're just...
Look, you're not a criminal because you're smart.
No.
Now, are there smart criminals?
Absolutely.
Sure.
But do you get caught because you're smart? Most of the time, no, but eventually, yes.
Yeah.
But it's the dumb ones that you're just looking at it, like, my eye starts twitching, and I'm like, what?
You didn't even try.
Bro, you didn't even try hard.
Yeah.
You just bumbled into that.
I mean, we want them to be caught. So, right. So yay for being dumb.
And then you took it to a pawn shop and then was like, here you go. Do you not think that they check
That's why
pawn
I'm
shops?
Like, at that point, why didn't you just go turn yourself in?
Right.
Oh, hey guys, I'm just here to let you know I stole some stuff and killed some people.
On camera, here it is.
On camera. Oh yeah, I took their stuff to the pawn shop.
Just the one right down the road. I didn't want to go like 6 towns over.
No, I didn't want to go to another state or anything like that. I was just like, here, I didn't figure it was worth enough for me to spend the money to go somewhere else.
Exactly. But witnesses also testified that Parlin frequently recruited others to commit burglaries targeting older homeowners. Not always killing them, but burglarizing. So he would get people that were down on their luck. I'll share this with you. So burglaries, they don't look as much into as killing somebody.
Yeah.
Especially right up the road from another person that you killed.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for, neighbor dude's thermal camera, they might not have
gotten as much as they did.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, like I said, he was, all 3 killings. He was convicted of capital murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. In 2019, the Texas First Court of Appeals upheld his conviction, concluding the jury had sufficient evidence to find him guilty both as a principal and as a party to the crimes. So both. So the aftermath and all of this, For Kathy Blair's friends and family, the convictions brought some measure of closure, but not peace, of course. Her students and church community established memorial scholarships, concerts in her name, and remembering her warmth and passion for music. Investigators later said that this was among one of the most, haunting cases of their career. There's things that happen, but this was just, it was so random and senseless for both murders. Just dumb. You could have tied that person up and just stole from them. You didn't have to go and kill them.
Yeah.
So you brought a weapon with you.
Yeah.
With the intention of...
just in case I need it.
I can stab somebody. Yeah.
Mm.
So Sean Gant remains incarcerated, serving life without parole for the murder of Kathy Blair. Timothy Parlin remains in prison for the murders of Blair and the Sheldons. While authorities believe that Gant was also in on the elderly couple thing, he was never formally charged because they didn't find his DNA and all that stuff. So
they couldn't find that.
Yeah.
Link that proved
even though Parlin probably said, "Oh yeah, he was there," they couldn't prosecute him on that. Yeah.
Prove it with the evidence. Yeah.
But prosecutors felt that Blair's conviction secured the maximum sentence possible. So they were like, we're okay with this.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to keep him. But Kathy Blair's story is a reminder that violence can find its way into even the most peaceful homes, that community connections, small little clues that you wouldn't even think would matter, like the trail cam, determine police work can still bring justice. And her legacy does live on through music and the countless lives she touched. But for many in Austin, December 6, 2014 remains the day when the music stopped for them because Kathy was taken. So that's my case for today. And it's sad.
I thought you were going to say the day the music died.
I didn't. I was going to put that, but I was like, no, that's just harsh.
Because I was like, start singing in my head.
Right.
I'm like, oh, the song. Do you know that was our class song?
Really?
Which I thought was stupid. That's the worst class song ever.
Right.
I did not vote for that.
Thanks for setting up our future.
But I'm like, cool. All the popular kids voted for this song.
Mm-hmm.
It was just dumb. Do you guys even, anybody listening to our podcast that graduated with me, did you guys even ever listen to the lyrics of that song before you decided that was going to be the
this
one?
Is a catchy little tune. Let's do it. No.
I was like, what? When I saw that, I was like, no.
I honestly don't even remember our class song.
How can I not remember that mistake?
Because I absolutely loathed high school.
I didn't love it myself, but I was just like, this is what I get to remember for the rest of my life?
Right. You're like, no, thank you. I'll pick my own song.
Right.
You know who is really good at picking songs?
Picking them and creating them.
Yes.
Patty Salzetta.
Absolutely.
She has a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
Pop on over there and check it out.
Yeah. And she didn't just randomly go through and go, ooh, let's do this song. She created our theme music.
And she did a wonderful job.
Absolutely. She is a musical genius.
Genius.
So
thank you, Patty.
Yes.
And if you guys, I'm still peeping in my inbox trying to find some spooky stories.
Yes.
Come on, y'all.
We'll still go through the spooky stories. Submit one. Somebody.
I know you're hearing this and you're going, oh, crap, I forgot to do it.
Right.
So just go do it. Just do it. It's not too late.
Don't let your ADHD take over and go, squirrel.
Don't let it be me where I leave the room and I leave something open and I come back and I go, who did this? And I go, oh, yeah, it was me.
Exactly. Look, I had to bring something to work this morning to get worked on. And I literally had one leg in my leggings and went, crap. And I like ran into my room and grabbed it and put it with my stuff so I wouldn't forget it, because I knew in 10, like not even 10 seconds, 5 seconds, I would have completely forgot it. So yeah.
Yep.
If you got a leg in your leggings and you're thinking of this, go do it now.
Just sit down.
Your other leg will be fine.
Yeah, just sit down. It'll be cold for a second. Write it up. Send it on.
And where can they send it to?
They can send it to holdmysweettpodcast@gmail.com. Or message us on social media.
Absolutely.
You can fit it in the inbox. It's fine.
Exactly.
Plenty of space.
Just write it up and then we will read it on the pod. Let's do a little
on a YouTube video.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's going to be like listener appreciation.
Absolutely.
And here's their stories.
Yep.
That's what we want.
Yep.
Come on now. Help us out.
Do it, somebody. I know I have friends out here listening.
Right.
Do it.
Do it right now.
And as always, Hold My Sweet Tea is a Drunken Bee production. Bzz. And you guys stay safe out there. Lock your doors and windows. And just because we're dipping doesn't mean you can't keep sipping. Bye.